City. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully you can hear me with the window open. It's just quite warm today, so excuse me, I have a bad cold. My reasoning for that is my vitamin D that I got from the holiday is depleted and I'm probably need to go on another holiday. But yeah, moving on guys, I hope you've been well. Sorry it's been a while. I will try and make these videos maybe 1 or 2 in a month just so that I'm on top of it, but I do try and keep consistent with my vlogs as well so you can follow them. But yeah, I'll get right into it. So this is on my podcast, but I never did it on here. Guys, okay, I've closed the window just because I didn't want any noises. I want you to hear me clearly. Got this cold already. I think that's going to really stop you guys from hearing me. But yeah, this YouTube video today is about time of transition. I have this on my podcast, so you can go listen to it on there, but I thought I would also have it on YouTube. So it might sound a bit different just because I did do that podcast a few weeks back and I haven't done this. The reason why I kind of thought about the time of transition is because I feel like I'm in that process right now, and I think sometimes we can feel the undeniable shift in the atmosphere that something is happening. So there's a shift happening. Sometimes we can't always put our finger on it and it seems weird, something's happening, but you can feel there's a tugging and a pulling, almost like a fight within yourself. Like you're starting to do these changes, you're starting to add these habits and these goals that you've set for yourself. You're starting to kind of start achieving and start applying them into your life, but then there's always like this resistance, and it feels like, why is there resistance when I'm trying to change? And the only thing I can say is it means it's working. It means what you're trying to achieve is going to do you more good than harm, most likely, because like they say, everything that is hard, anything that is good for you, it usually doesn't come as easy, and if it is easy, you kind of lose it quicker as well. So in a way, like I feel like I felt this in this season I'm in. I kind of felt anxious and scared a little bit and a bit confused at times, and even though I'm like, well, I am doing all these new habits to change me, but why am I feeling anxious? Why am I feeling scared? Like, why am I feeling these feelings? And well, most of the time I should be like, oh yeah, you know. And it's almost like the motivation is now depleting, and we're now going into the nitty gritty, if that makes sense. We're going into the realness of the change. At the time when I wrote this podcast, I was thinking, what should I actually, you know, talk about? Like, you know, what should I encourage, motivate, advise on, support on? And this kind of it's kind of dropped in my spirit that I need to have something that is actually I'm experiencing. So I thought to myself, I'd like to be transparent and authentic. So I was like, well, I'm going through this, so I'm sure there's a lot of other people going through it on this journey of changing, transforming, etc. So I thought, let me just talk about this because you know what, it's relevant for me right now, and I'm sure it's relevant to a lot of people who are also on a transformation journey or just trying to get their lives together. Just have happened, like I've been intentional with all the changes that I've started making, the changes on my diet, my eating healthy, going to the gym consistently, trying to be, you know, better with my finances. All those things I've been trying to, you know, make sure I've got a goal on all those things. Why it feels anxious and scary, because it's an unfamiliar territory. You're now stepping into a territory that you've never been before. When you were a negative thinker, you never were in a territory of positive thinking. So now that you are in a territory where you're changing your mindset, you actually be like intentional with your thoughts, where you're like, no, I'm not going to think that, actually it's going to be great. So you're now having to have this battle where your old self and your old perspective and your old mindset are fighting back at each other. It's almost like the old you is resisting the change, even though the new you is wanting change, if that makes sense. And it's almost like it is a thing that happens, I think, more often than we realize, where when you try to change something, you'll see yourself slowly starting to kind of go back into those negative habits, and it's almost easier for your body and your soul to be like, let's just go back. Like, we were comfortable there, we weren't anxious, we weren't scared about the change, we weren't, you know, thinking about it. And it can be easy to be like, yeah, let me just go back because I've lived this way my whole life, so you know, it's easy for me just to, you know, just go back, you know. I don't have to think about what I'm eating. I don't have to count my calories. I don't have to go to work out. I don't have to be thinking positively. I don't have to be, investing in myself. I don't have to be thinking about my finances, budget. Like, it's just a lot of hard work. And I think your brain sometimes goes into that self-sabotage mode where you're like, this is hard work. Why am I doing this to myself? But it's almost like the hard work is worth it because you're doing the hard work for the change. And with anything you want to change, you need to have discipline in. I think too many times in life we want things an easy way, but then the easy way always leads to a negative experience or results because we think, oh, the easy way is better, but it's discipline is actually the thing that we need to tell our bodies, tell our minds, like, no, you can't do this. I'm in control. This is what's happening, and I'm doing this for the greater good, for my future, for my health, for a better relationship, for better relationships in the future. I'm doing this for the greater good, even though at this time it might seem like I'm struggling, or at this time I'm the one, not getting the better end of the deal. Once I get to the goal, I will have had the better deal because I will be disciplined. I will have achieved the goals that I've set for myself. And basically, I'll be where I want to be, not just be living mediocrely, like, yeah, this is what it is, But no, we have to sometimes sacrifice and be in that uncomfortable position of being like, oh, this is so hard right now. I'm not really feeling it anymore. Once the motivation leaves, you shouldn't think that's the tick mark of saying, let me just stop everything. I don't have any motivation anymore. Motivation is fleeting. And that's why your goal has to be bigger than the motivation that you have. It has to be more than that. Like, no, even though the motivation may deplete, I have a bigger goal in mind and I want to achieve this. So I'm just going to continue going and continue grinding. When we're trying to transform and change ourselves, this is part of the process. We don't often talk about it, that you will have the fight within yourself of wanting to turn back, not wanting to do the work, not wanting to change yourself. You have those days where I have those days I'm like, I can't be bothered to work out. I can't be bothered to even eat healthy. I don't want to budget because I can't be bothered looking at my finances and, just being organized. I just want it to be there and be done. But I'm like, I need to get to a point though that I am so disciplined that I don't feel that way anymore. It's almost like a automatic thing where I'm like, oh, what we do, body, is we work out every weekend or every twice or 2 days a week. What we do, body, is we wake up in the morning, we have our water, we have our vitamins, and we eat healthy. That my body is automatically now at a disciplined pace that my mind has no what's the word for it, has no kind of say in it. Almost like my mind and my brain, body are all in sync. It's like, wake up, take this. It's all, and that's where the discipline is learned, where you continuously repeat a habit that you no longer have to think about it. It's almost an automatic instinct that and that's the place we're trying to get to, where we are automatically just aware that this is how we are, this is what we do. And at this moment in time, it is harder because you're still trying to add those habits in and you're still trying to be consistent with those habits. But trust me, once you have those habits and those all those actions that you want to do in place, it'll be easy. It'll literally be like a second instinct. You will no longer think negatively because all you think of is positive thoughts. Your perspective will always be in a mindset of growing, being successful, never thinking down to yourself. It will get to a point where you will think to yourself, how did I even ever do that? Why was I ever how could I ever think like that? Because you will have transformed so much and you will have changed your way of thinking so much that is no longer even feasible for your past. So yeah, I just wanted to say to you that even though it seems hard at the moment, you have to understand that it's taking years to cultivate this way of thinking, this perspective, these actions, these habits, these all the things that you're doing. It's taking years for you to cultivate, grow, water them. No matter how negative they are, everything is grown. Everything needs to be cultivated to grow. So the negative thinking, you cultivate it by continuously thinking negatively, allowing your brain to go into that place to then allow you to grow into anxiety. Then that anxiety grew, and then you grew into fear of trying new things or doing anything. You cultivated it because every single thing you will plant, you will water it, cultivate it and grow it. Same thing with the positivity. You need to then now cultivate and grow that, water it, feed it. Everything that you see, oh, that's a lovely day today. It's a lovely day today. I'm gonna have a great day. It's gonna be a successful day. I'm gonna achieve everything that I need to achieve. Even if you don't achieve it, you'd be like, it has been a great day still. You know, you still have to cultivate that action and habit as well. So I say that all to say is, keep going, guys. We can do this. Like, I've been in a rut this past few weeks where it's been like, what the hell is happening? Like, I've been so pumped this year to even just get through this first quarter. I was like, yes, we're in it, we're doing it. And then, you know, you have a week where you're like, what is happening? I had it all in hand, and then I just had to, you know, I thank the Lord for like dropping it in my spirit that it's a time of transition, and within a time of transition you will have the push and pull of trying your body, your mind, your spirit trying to fight you in this new journey, in this new transformation process, to be like, you know what, the body's fighting, your body, your mind, your old self is trying to fight the new you. It's like, no, I don't want the new you. I'm comfortable in this old self. But you have to fight back and be like, no, I'm in control. This is the new me. This is what we're doing now. We're no longer going back to the way we were. We're just going to continue on the road to success and to transformation. So yeah, I just want to say to you that be encouraged today. I want to encourage you and just be like, you can do it. Don't give up. It's the time of transition, and this is the process of it. Excuse me, guys. It may be daunting and unfamiliar, but the thing is, it is good and it's required for your transformation. That it may be daunting and unfamiliar, but this is what is required for your transformation, because then you can look back and be like, wow, I actually went through hoops and bounds, but then I achieved it. So yeah, I hope that has encouraged someone today, that you are in a time of transition. Don't be rocked and shaken by what is happening right now around you. That what is happening, like, thought I was on a journey of transformation. I was a journey of like leveling up, becoming the me that I want to be, but now all these obstacles are like being thrown in my face, and I'm like, what is happening? Don't be distracted by all that's happening around you, or even the, you know, the pushback that it might feel like is on you. You know, sometimes you're trying to change, and let's be honest, you know, if you're in a relationship and you're married and you're like, Lord help me. Because it's almost like the Lord is pulling out the things that he wants you to deal with. And I feel like I am definitely in that season of like, the Lord is trying to pull out the things that I haven't dealt with and I have suppressed within me. And he's like, yeah, you need to deal with this. And it's almost like, because I'm on this journey of transformation, it feels like, well, that shouldn't be happening because I'm on this journey. And it's like, yeah, because you are on this journey, I'm going to make sure that this happens and pops up, so then you can deal with all the emotions that you've pressed down from you when you were younger, and actually deal with them, so then you can actually truly transform from the inside out. And that's the thing we need to understand, that we need to transform from the inside out, whether that is healing from the inside as well. Definitely recommend, if you need a therapist, you know, seek a therapist, pray. That's my, you know, that's my go-to. I'm like, Lord, you know what's happening, so you girls here. But definitely seek that if you need that in this journey. Definitely, I always say, you know, therapy is not a bad thing. Get a therapist that's good for you. But yeah, in this transfer, it's never going to be a set thing. And I think sometimes when we get sidetracked or some things happen, we're like, well, it was never meant to be like this. It was meant to be perfect. Speaking from a perfectionist girly here. That's why I thought I'd make this video, because I was like, if there's anyone like me out there that can be kind of discouraged a bit and be like, well, I thought this was going to go like this and it's not, it's fine. I'm not perfect. That's why I'm here telling you guys that your girl was struggling this past few weeks. So, but yeah, we need to keep going. I've been encouraged. To be fair, I continue to listen to like the preachings, listen to YouTubers that are encouraging, you know. Love Tracy J. Morgan as well. I'll link her videos here, but she's an amazing YouTuber, and she's a faith-based YouTuber as well, and she does business as well and everything like that. So she's great. She motivates me too. There's a few more YouTubers that I watch that motivate me and just keep me encouraged. So watch them. Like, sometimes you see other people, you might be like, oh, well, they have it perfect. It's not always perfect. And I think being transparent and real is the best thing you can do on this platform especially. So I hope I've encouraged you that in this time of transition, that even if it doesn't feel the way you wanted it to feel, even if it's a bit rocky at times, don't be discouraged. Like, it's just part of the journey. We just keep pushing on, keep having the faith that you can do it, you can transform, you can become the person that you want to be this year. that this is your year of change. This is your year, or that the Lord is going to give you a testimony that no other before. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon. Just to plug in before I leave, thank you so much for Zogie for this beautiful hair, Zogie hair collection. Beautiful hair. 3 packs, 2 18 inches and 120 inch if I'm correct, and it is body wave. So beautiful hair. Thank you so much, Zogie. I always like to plug in my beautiful sisters that have any businesses, so always supporting. So check her out on her website. I'll leave it in the link below. But yeah, gorgeous hair, amazing, just soft, just so good, amazing, love it so much. So I'll say that to say, please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to talk about in the next video, and I will see you soon, and have a good week or weekend wherever you are. Bye guys.